We've all heard, "You are what you eat." But how about "you are what your parents eat"? Let me explain. There are two types of traits that make up who we are: environmental traits, like the ability to speak Spanish, and hereditary traits, like eye color. Of course, there's overlap between the two. Your height depends on nutrition and exercise as well as genetics. The nature versus nurture debate wonders how much is hard-coded into your genes, and how much does your environment play a role. Here's where epigenetics comes into play. See, although your cells are different in different parts of the body, specialized to certain tasks like blood cells or nerve cells or muscle cells, they all contain the same DNA. This is possible because not all the DNA is expressed in every cell. In fact, only 10 to 20% of DNA in a specialized cell is active. Essentially, DNA is wrapped around proteins, called histones, kind of like string wrapped around a spool. Together, these structures are called nucleosomes. They can be loosened or tightened to provide or prevent access to specific DNA sequences, according to its chemical tags. Signals to edit these chemical tags can come from social interactions, physical activity, diet, and stress. These environmental factors can change what genes are expressed without changing the actual DNA sequence. Take a look at DNA methylation, for example. When a methyl group is added to DNA, it acts as a chemical tag that silences this DNA sequence, effectively turning the gene off. Modifications also happen on the histones themselves. Methyl groups can repress genes, while acetyl groups activate them. Why is this important? Well, cancer cells have abnormalities in their epigenomes. They might have too little methylation, causing instability and promoting cell growth, or too much methylation, turning off genes that are supposed to regulate growth, repair DNA damage, or trigger cell death. Some cancer treatments focus on epigenetic therapy, restoring cancer cells to their original functions and allowing the cells to protect themselves. Epigenetic therapy shows promise for treating any disease caused by epigenetic abnormalities: diabetes, asthma, Alzheimer's, schizophrenia. Epigenetic information is passed on from cell to cell and is passed down from parents to children. That's one reason having a parent with an alcohol or smoking problem increases the risk of addiction for the child. Most epigenetic information gets laid down during embryonic development. However, epigenetic changes happen throughout our lives, so our choices to avoid smoking or eat healthy do matter. They do affect our genes and those of our offspring for generations to come.